Hey guys, what is up? It is Chris from Gentleman's Gaming, and I'm here to bring you another CSGO strategies and tactics video. You guys obviously liked the last CSGO strategies and tactics video, so I decided to make another. I think this will be a really good series because as there's a lot of strategy guides out there, a lot of them aren't always exactly right, but these are kind of my renditions on what you should do for these maps. So the first we're going to go through is the CT strategies for A site, and pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to do the mid smoke through mid, and also we're going to watch apartments. So pretty much if you do spawn on CT side on Inferno, one of the ways you can go is you could watch mid. Normally I smoke off mid just so I can cross without having to worry about anybody shooting me. Pretty much what you can do is you could smoke mid and watch from apartments. Pretty much you can have a good view of second mid and balcony from here. Also you can watch hay bale and mid to make sure nobody actually rotates. So the second strategy, what you can do if you're on CT, is you can actually watch apartments from balcony or from quad if you do prefer that. So once you do spawn in on the CT side, pretty much there's two options on what you can do. Normally when I do spawn on CT side and I know I'm going apartments, I like to throw a little smoke over the rooftop of this kind of building where library is, and pretty much where that goes is pretty much mid. If you can see there where that pretty much just smokes off mid for anybody that's actually watching mid. Now the two places you could sit is right here. Right here is quad, and you could pretty much watch mid and the door to apartments. Or if you want to do a little bit more of a hands-on approach, not so much of a hands-on approach, but if you want to be a little bit more up, you can watch this corner right here from balcony, and you can kind of watch T stairs as they come up. So the next strategy that you can do is you can actually go on the other bomb site, which is B side. Now with B side, it's kind of a singular strategy because there's only one way into B other than going all the way around mid to B. So pretty much the strategy that I like to do is, if I'm watching banana, is I like to smoke off banana first, and I like to get into a really nice position. So pretty much what you could do is smoke here, and if anybody's rushing, you pretty much have sight line to shoot. The two places that I like sitting, actually, just to make sure that I know that nobody's going to come, you can actually sit at cement bags, or some people call them sandbags, right here at this corner, and pretty much just headshot people as they come around the corner. That's a very effective strategy. I see this used a lot because it's kind of a corner and there's only one way to get at it. The other spot that's a little bit less popular, I see people sitting at car, and if you want to get to there without any of the T's watching, you could just throw a simple flashbang and clear it out. So the next strategy for the CTs is you can actually watch banana from B site. So if you don't want to rush, or you're on a save round, or it's not pistol round, you can watch banana from B site. There's a few, actually there's more than a few spots. There's about 3 or 4 different spots that you can actually take up positions at. Right now I'm just walking through construction, and you can actually sit right here at spools. I normally just throw smoke to cut off banana from B site so that, you know, nobody comes in. That smokes off sandbags and banana. So pretty much you can either sit here at spools and watch cart and sandbags, and then just watch as people come up. You could do a little bit more of a reserved spot. You can sit here in dark and kind of watch as they come up. I have seen people sit here and watch through to CT and then watch banana. And then I think the most strangest position I've seen people is actually sit here in orange and then watch as people come in. That's probably the weirder spot. So now we're going to switch sides, and we're going to go through the terrorist strategies. And most of the time on this map you're going to be rushing. Probably the most complex and interesting strategy is the mid to B rush. And just for the fact that this strategy is kind of complicated to pull off, considering you need your entire team to push with you. If there's one person that's sitting back, that could cost the team the round. The way that I usually go mid to B is I like smoking off and then flashbanging off the roof to make sure that nobody's watching from this side of the corridor, watching library and watching from the back of A site, and then going here through pretty much CT spawn to construction. And this is pretty much how you go to mid to B. And then pretty much once you're behind and you guys are 4 or 5 men on B site, the 2 guys that are going to be watching on B site have pretty much no chance of getting you unless they're in creep spots. So the next plan you can do is actually do a mid to A rush. So instead of actually going left at the fork in mid, you're actually going to smoke to the left and go through A. So instead of actually going to the left and smoking off, we're going to do the exact opposite. So we're going to smoke off the left side, as you can see right here. I just need to get into position. So we're pretty much just going to smoke off the left side. I just did a little bang off the wall, and then just do a simple flashbang over to flash quad, and you could push up into the site. So pretty much the spots for watching A, you definitely want to watch out in pit. Actually, on site right here, there's a little good spot to peek to see if anybody's on here. And then in the pit, just make sure that you clear that out before you actually plant the bomb. And then once the bomb is planted, you can actually put up defensive positions. I like to plant the bomb right here when I do A site, just because it has vantage points from balcony right there, pit, the entire pit area, graveyard, and it also has positions from site and quad. So I like using this spot if it's a rush round. Another strategy that I like to use when I'm rushing A site for the terrorists is the apartments to A rush. Now, the apartments to A rush, it's a little bit longer because you have to go through the entirety of apartments, but it's probably a little bit more, I want to say, safe, as opposed from going into mid or second mid, just because you don't have anybody looking down from you from balcony in apartments, and also the fact, oh, fuck you, chicken. Also the fact that you have limited sight lines when you get into apartments, so it's pretty much looking only a couple ways instead of having your entire body exposed to people. So pretty much what you do when you're doing mid to apartments, pretty much when you get into the site, you're pretty much going to have to flash in, and pretty much this entire site has sight lines from everywhere that you can be shot from, so graveyard, from site and pit. Pretty much what I like to do is I like to do kind of a little fake smoke, and I kind of like to put it on the tow truck right down there, so it smokes off balcony, but you don't exactly, you're not fully smoked. It's kind of a fake smoke, and pretty much what you have is you have a sight line on site where it's kind of like a little one-way smoke, and then you just have to check pit and then just plant the bomb. Now, if you're coming in from quad, I like smoking the back of site and the pathway from pit. So pretty much all you have to do is just do a little reverse angled smoke, and pretty much what that does is that smokes off the back of site and part of the sight line from pit. So another strategy you could use as a terrorist is the second mid to apartments. This one is a little more risky than the apartment strategy, just because if they do buy an op, depending on what round it is, and they do manage to get to apartments before you guys end up going into second mid, they can get a sight line on you. Normally, if they do have somebody up there before, or if they kill somebody, I like to normally throw a grenade up there to kind of move them out of their positions. And once they're out of their positions, you guys could just sneak into apartments and clear them out. That's one way to do it. If you are doing the second mid, you can also go through mid. Pretty much all you have to do is just use the exact same smokes as what I showed earlier. If you want to go to A, all you have to do is just smoke off the left side, and then just do a little toss flash to flash quad. And then pretty much it's the same strategy as going from mid to A. Finally, the last strategy for the CTs is the B rush through banana. This one is probably the hardest strategy on this map, just because I see a lot of times in competitive matches is that the team doesn't rush as a whole, and some people get caught behind, and as soon as people from A, the counter-terrorists from A, see that you're in B, they all rotate through mid to banana, and pretty much you're sandwiched together between the T's at B and the T's that are recoming through mid. So what I like to do is, funny enough, I like to smoke off the beginning of banana near car, just so I can get the guy at car, because normally there is one sitting there. Normally I like to do a little pop flash right there, and pretty much just clear out anybody that's sitting at sandbags or that's sitting in car. Now, once you have this alley pretty much cleared out of CTs, the basic smokes to get onto B site consist of just one simple smoke that covers pretty much the alley that leads to CT. That's pretty simple, and then all you need to do is just do a basic smoke. I normally line it up with that TV aerial, and that smokes off right behind the fountain and pretty much right on it, and that smokes off construction as you push up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and comment which map you would like to see in the next episode. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.